Alright guys, so per usual, Amazon's marketing team has just been pumping out and pushing out content for us to just soak in and bask in and love, and I have been eating it up, man. A lot of it has just been like reused and repurposed clips for like trailers and stuff like that we've already seen, and it's like talking about what Aes Sedai are, what warders are, what some of these groups and people are, and I think they're really cool. But recently this week we just got some new clips and things to look at. First thing, we saw Egwene and Nynaeve and Valon, so that's like super interesting. We see Perrin's golden eyes, which obviously I am super excited about. So I'm gonna go through these clips a little bit, sort of talk about them, get the discussion. I want to hear from you guys, but first, before we get into it, be sure to like, to subscribe. It helps me out a ton, guys, and leave your comment of what you think about these clips, what you think about sort of the things that are being shown, what does that mean for the show, and all of that. So let's get into this video. So first, in the Egwene and Nynaeve clip, we see that Egwene is being trained to basically be Nynaeve's apprentice. In that clip, we hear that Nynaeve is welcoming her into the women's circle. We also hear them talking about how she can control the wind and stuff like that, and she's getting pushed into the river, like we've talked about since day one. It's been described by Robert Jordan is when the women use the one power and controlling it, it's sort of just like a rushing river and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see that that's how they're using it. Nynaeve is talking about controlling the winds, and Egwene says that Nynaeve is able to teach her, and that's what they're going through. Basically, Moiraine is just like, no, Egwene, like, you don't listen for the winds like listen for you or whatever. And it just shows her that she has this knowledge of the one power, and it sets Egwene off on this journey of wanting to be trained as an Aes Sedai. So that is super cool to see. We see Nynaeve obviously being really awesome, really cool. She's killing Trollocs. One thing that I'm just keeping in mind is, especially when we come up on this part with the Valon scene, because that doesn't happen in book 1, is I'm okay with event changes. I'm definitely okay with the event changes and shaping it for TV. It's essential when it comes to making a adaptation from books to television, because you're going to need to change events to fit into 8 seasons. Like, this 14-15 books need to fit into 8 seasons, and that's like the max that they're hoping for. So it could be less. They could only get 6 seasons. Like, you know, we don't really know. So Rafe is trying to do the best that he can to be able to fit as a lot of it in, but the world and the events are going to be very different. They are going to be different. I'm going to have to think of them, and I have trouble with that. I honestly do have trouble with that, and I know other fans do have trouble with this, but you're going to have to think of the show and the books as 2 different entities. I'm fine with events being changed, but characters and the story that Robert Jordan was trying to say, the themes, the heart of the story, I'm not okay with him changing that sort of stuff. And we haven't seen the show yet, so we don't really know. And I'm one of the main advocates for the TV series. I am very, very excited for it. I'm extremely positive on it. I do have critiques, and I do want to talk about those, but we haven't seen anything yet, so it's like we can't judge too much. But I'm super excited for the show, but it is difficult for me, and it's going to take me a second to get used to the different events or the different way things sort of are probably going to go out in the show. So just keep your minds open for that, guys. But I totally would be on the same boat with you guys if you hate that they change certain characters and certain outlooks and stuff like that, because yeah, you can't change those sort of things. That's the heart and the themes of the show, and that is the heart and the themes of Robert Jordan's writing. Like, the events are cool. Let's keep all the really cool main events in there. That's not really what the story he was trying to tell. The story he was trying to tell was about what happens when somebody taps you on the shoulder and tells you you have to be the savior of the world. Like, right? That was the main sort of thing, the core of the story that Robert Jordan was trying to say. So anyway, that's my little tangent. The really interesting thing we see here is Egwene and Nynaeve, and they're in Valon, and they are being reunited. It seems like it's the first time they're being reunited in a long time. This could be the first time they're seeing each other ever since Shadar Logoth. Like, we don't really know. This could all just be a dream. This could be one of Egwene's dreams, right? Get a little bit of Tela Unriad in there, you know? Actual fans will know about that, but I don't know, man. I don't know what this is. It definitely doesn't happen in the first books. At first, the immediate thought that came to mind is, okay, why is Elaine not there? Like, if we're gonna have all of them at the White Tower and getting trained, then Elaine should be there, but we don't know if that's it yet. This could be in the middle of the season, and then they go and try to find the boys after being introduced to Valon, and it's just for the audience to know what Valon is, because it plays a crucial role in the entire series. So this could just be like a little pit stop they're going at, and then they're going back, or this could be like the end of the series, or near the end of the, or not series, the end of the season, or near the end of the season when they're finally reunited. We definitely see all of them come together at the Waygate, which is really, really cool to see. So I don't really know when this is placed in the show. Give me your comments where you think this is in the show. And yeah, man, I totally understand people not really ready for the changes in the events and stuff like that, but it is going to happen. It is inevitable, and everyone can draw their different conclusions from it, and I would love the discussion below. Second one is not really all too controversial. It's just I'm super excited for, and it seems like that Amazon maybe has changed a little bit of their marketing. I don't really know, but Matt is talking about them being one of them being the Dragon Reborn, and Rand's just like, do you even believe that? Like, that's stupid. And it's seeming like he's only talking about the 3 boys, so, or the 3 of them, which is like, in context, it's probably just them all just together, finally like able to discuss it without anybody else around. Maybe like the women were taken off to talk with Moraine about the one power or whatever, and then it's just the 3 boys right there, and they're like, oh, one of us could be the Dragon Reborn. But it seems like in their marketing, they're making it seem like Egwene and maybe Nynaeve could be that person as well. Definitely Egwene, maybe not as much Nynaeve. But in this one, they're like, it is one of us 3. Like this video, it seems like it is one of us 3 could be the Dragon Reborn. Because in that clip, Matt's just like, one of us could be the Dragon Reborn, and it's him talking, and then we see Rand, and then we see Perrin. So really, really interesting. I don't really know what they're going to be doing with that, but love to see it. Love to see Perrin there in the next few clips. He's fighting off Trollocs and stuff like that, which is super cool. But what I'm super excited about is we see Perrin, and then his Goldeneyes, and then we see the wolves, and oh my gosh, I am just super excited for this character and what's happening with him. Anyway, so that's really interesting. I'd love to see Barney Harris there again. Love to see Yosha and Marcus playing them. I'm really excited for their performances and how that's all going to end up. Best believe that I am going to be doing a reaction, a breakdown, all that sort of stuff when the first 3 episodes come out. I actually have a watch party with my dad and my uncles. My dad has this like movie room, so it's really extravagant, and I'm going to go over there and visit them, and we're going to be watching the first 3 episodes. I don't know if I'm going to maybe do like immediate reactions or anything like that. I'm sure my uncle and my family might not like me bringing the camera over there. I might have to go off to the side and be like, here's my first thought, immediate reactions, what's going on. And I'll probably post that the day the show comes out, and then I'll probably do a breakdown soon after that. But you could definitely expect more Wheel of Time content from me, especially for the upcoming future. I am super excited for the show and everything that is going to be coming out, and I'm very excited to be discussing it with you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you thought of these clips, what was going on, maybe some things that I maybe have missed, maybe things I'm misinterpreting. I don't really know. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.